Hey folks, how are you? Happy Wednesday. If everything goes right, you guys are seeing this on Wednesday morning, assuming that our internet holds up. But this is just going to be a really quick demo. This is something that I get questions on like almost every week. First part of this is people ask me, Eric, I carve signs, and why do I get completely loaded with sawdust and you look like you don't have any on you at all? Well, that's not really true. I do end up with sawdust on me, but there might be a reason for that. So what I want to do today is I want to go through these two bases, these two housings. These, of course, are our base plates. This is the DeWalt 611. You know, that's my favorite router. But these two housings are different. This is the original housing, what it looks like when you get it, when you buy it. That's closed on the back side, and this is the way we modify it. And so I think what happens is some people that get covered with sawdust, maybe they don't have a housing that's opened up on the back side. Now with the little rigid and many of the full-size routers, they are opened up in the back side, but most, I would say most of the little palm routers are not opened up in the back side. Now, we've done this to pretty much all of ours just because, and I'm going to go through the reason why. There's two main reasons why. But again, if you end up with a bunch of sawdust on you and I look like I don't have any, it might be this reason. So there's two main reasons that we think it's a good idea for you guys to open up the back side of your routers. Number one is sawdust. Is the sawdust, if it can't escape out the back side, then what happens is most of it will come out the front. Not all of it, but most of it will. And that is the biggest reason why. Now, I forgot, I'm remiss, I forgot to give you some other videos to go look at how we modify this. Go check out video 50, that's hashtag 50, hashtag 51, hashtag 122. That's kind of an alternate video on how to do it if you don't have a drill press and a hole saw. Coffee and Questions 12, 23, 16. And then Senior Moment episode 17. Anyway, go check out those videos, and that will give you a better idea of how we modify that and why, how we modify these. So, again, number one is the sawdust extraction. It extracts better when it's opened up on the back side. Number two, not as important, is lighting. When, you know, you can even look at this when, well, you can't see it but from my angle, there's a lot of natural light coming in this way that gives you a better vision of what's going on. This one, not so much. There's a little light that comes under here and through the base plate, but not really that much. Now, that can be overcome. This router obviously has two little LED lights, but that's never enough for me, and maybe it is for you. But that can also be overcome with my little fairy lights or other auxiliary lighting, but it makes it, if you've got just a desk lamp, then again, you don't have access to put light in from the back side. So the little fairy lights or lighting from the front side, that can solve that issue. Now number three and number four it probably doesn't apply to you, but for me it applies greatly. Number three would be, if we didn't have this open in the back side, we got no camera angle to show you guys what the router is doing. That's probably not an issue for you unless you're filming from in front, and that can be done as well. And number four is, if you ever carve out on site, the way I did in Oatman, and you know, I've been doing that all my life. If you're carving on site, you really want people to look and see what you're doing. And if you don't have that open, then people can't see what you're doing. You may have an instance when you're in your shop and, you know, your nephew comes over or the grandkids come over or whatever, and they want to see what you're doing. You may want that open simply so other people can see what that router is doing. Again, number 3, number 4, not that applicable to most people. For me, it's very applicable. But anyway, so let's get into this demo. Let me show you the difference between these two, and that's really what this demo really is about, to show you the difference. And we're going to try to make it very apparent why one is a little bit better from a sawdust standpoint. So I am going to do a really quick demo here, and I've got my 90-degree bit in. This isn't one I normally keep in this router, but I wanted to really take out some sawdust, so I'm just going to do a real quick little area, and you can see for yourself where the sawdust goes. So this is the original base plate, or the original housing. Here we go. So I'm just going to let it slow down right where it is so the air of the router doesn't throw it off. So you can look, oops, sorry. You can look out in front of the router. You can see the sawdust here, quite a bit of sawdust down in the groove, but look at the sawdust all over my arm, all over my shirt, all over here. So, and what I'm going to try to do now is do another demo with the other housing and see how it compares. So, I'm going to blow this off and we'll start again here. Again, guys, this is a question I get all the time. Is it necessary to open up that back side? And to be honest, no, it's not necessary, and there are many of the viewers out there that don't open up the backside. It's completely your call. So now let's do this again. Well, I had the cord pointed out that way, I think, when I did it before, so I want to keep it the same. I hope that those areas are about the same. It was kind of tough to tell without lifting the base. Well, I guess those are pretty close to the same, about the same amount of area. So now you can see the sawdust here as compared to the sawdust here and on me. I do have some sawdust on me, but I don't believe it was as much as I had before, and I think this is much more covered. So if you have a dust collection set up, and this is something that I've been wanting to do too, build kind of a backdraft table where I have a table that has a channel back here that has a vacuum to it. If you have one of those, then you definitely would want this open in the back, because it would pull all that sawdust off of the bench. It would pull it away from you. So I'm hoping that that was an illustration that really kind of showed what I'm talking about. Now, again, do you have to do it? Absolutely not. You just don't have to. And if you have a dust collection system set up, then maybe that is all you need. because they do make a dust collector for the back of this thing, or actually it's on the front, and the problem with that is then you don't really have vision. Now you could turn it around, and I actually do have one of those little dust collectors. If you opened up the back here, then you could have dust collection set up on the front, and I'll do another video on that. But again, there's many of you that don't have the back opened up, and if it works fine for you, great. I just wanted to illustrate why I won't have one of these and use one on a regular basis that's not opened up. That's just me. That's my preference. You guys make your own decisions. This was just a video to illustrate the point. So I hope this was helpful. Let me see. I think I hit all of my points that I wanted to hit. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I know this was a fast one. We'll have more demos for you next week, and obviously we're posting the Facebook Lives every day. So I hope you guys are enjoying those. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We love you. If you need anything, the website is right there. makeawoodsign.com. That's the website. If you need any questions for me, Eric at makeawoodsign.com. Oh, there.
There it is.
See, there's our camera person. Thank you. I didn't have to film this by myself. So thank you, my love. I appreciate you helping me. That is it, guys. Hope you guys are doing well, and we will see you on the next one. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.